Before we go on any further, India, Russia and China are holding the 18th Foreign Ministers meeting virtually. The meeting is being held under the chairmanship of India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S Jaishankar. The foreign ministers are discussing ways to strengthen the trilateral cooperation. Issues of regional and international significance are on the table as well.
Will be covered by the media. I will now make my opening remarks on behalf of India and thereafter invite Foreign Minister Wang Yi of China, followed by Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov of Russia to make their opening remarks. At the outset, I would like to thank my colleagues from Russia and China for their support and cooperation during India's chairmanship since September last year. I also take this opportunity to especially thank the think tanks from Russia and China for actively participating in the RIC Academic Conference held in video conference format under India's chairmanship in April this year. Let me, dear colleagues, reaffirm India's continued commitment to foster closer dialogue and cooperation among the three largest nations in the Eurasian region under the RIC mechanism. I believe that our cooperation in areas like trade, investment, healthcare, education, science and technology, and politics, etc., could significantly contribute to global growth, peace, and stability. This would be in line with our common ethos of recognizing the world as a family. Our approach to global development should be human-centric and not leave anyone behind. The COVID pandemic has shown the interdependence of an interconnected world. The need of the hour is therefore one Earth, one health. That means a timely, transparent, effective and non-discriminatory international response to global health challenges, including pandemics, with equitable and affordable access to medicines and critical health supplies. Since joining the UN Security Council as a non-permanent member in January this year, India has been actively contributing to finding mutually acceptable solutions to international and regional issues. We believe that a multipolar and rebalanced world based on sovereign equality of nations and respect for international law and contemporary realities requires reformed multilateralism. As a contiguous neighbor and long-standing partner of Afghanistan, India is concerned about the recent developments in that country, especially the suffering of the Afghan people. India supports an inclusive and representative government in Afghanistan, as also other provisions of UN Security Council Resolution 2593. In line with our commitment to the well-being of Afghan people, we have offered supply of 50,000 metric tons of wheat to Afghanistan to address the drought situation. RIC countries need to work together to ensure that humanitarian assistance reaches the Afghan people without hindrance and without politicization. It is necessary for the RIC countries to coordinate respective approaches on the threats of terrorism, radicalization, drug trafficking, etc. I look forward to our detailed discussions on the three items of our agenda. Now may I give the floor to the Foreign Minister of the People's Republic of China to deliver his opening remarks.
Minister Jaishankar, Minister Lavrov, it is my real pleasure to join you, my two old friends, at this 18th meeting of Russia, India, China foreign ministers. I also want to thank India for preparations and arrangements for this meeting. As we speak, COVID-19 situation is resurging. Country's economic recovery is a daunting task. Global hotspots are flaring up. International relative power is undergoing profound adjustments. Anti-globalization is still gaining momentum. Unilateralism, protectionism, hegemonism, power politics, are posing challenges to world peace and development. In my view, the current international situation has entered a period of deep transformation. Our three countries are major countries of global influence. We are most representative emerging market economies on promoting world peace, stability, and development. We have extensive common interests and similar positions, and we shoulder important responsibilities. Facing once-in-a-century changes, the choice of our three countries bears not only on our respective interests, but also the way forward for entire humanity. Not long ago, the Communist Party of China convened the 6th plenary session of the 19th Central Committee. A resolution on the major accomplishments and historic experience of the CPC during the past century has been adopted. The resolution has made it clear that the CPC will remain broad-minded, take a global perspective to humanity's future, and keep in mind the overriding trend of the humanities' development, the overall landscape of international changes, and overall development of China when approaching and handling our external relations. China will work with Russia and India, act in the spirit of openness, solidarity, trust, and cooperation as the spirit of our RIC mechanism, shoulder responsibilities as major countries, exercise a pioneering role, send to the world the positive message of practicing true multilateralism, promoting democracy of international relations, combating the pandemic, boosting economic recovery, and upholding world peace and stability. In this fluid and complex world, China, Russia, and India can and will contribute our solutions and our strength. I look forward to a full exchange of views on major topics of shared interest. Let's work together for a successful meeting and provide new impetus to China-Russia-India cooperation. Thank you.
Thank you, Minister Wang Yi. Now may I request Foreign Minister Lavrov to deliver his opening remarks.
Thank you. Distinguished colleagues, dear friends, from the outset, I would like to welcome you and to express my gratitude to the Indian chairmanship for organizing the meeting of foreign ministers of Russia, India, and China, which, to objective reasons, is being held in remote format. Our today's exchange of opinions on the most topical issues of the national agenda is of great importance amid the strengthening turbulence at the global and regional levels. Amid the persisting pandemic of COVID-19, the international system is facing large-scale challenges in economy and social development. The virus has also exacerbated the crisis of global governance, bringing about a surge in protectionist and isolationist sentiment. It has become an important stress test for countries and multilateral associations. The RIC format is still one of the key factors of regional and world politics. It's relevant in terms of ensuring security, improving the architecture of interstate relations in the Asia-Pacific, as well as in promoting a broad economic integration in the Eurasian space. Developing the cooperation in this tripartite format is an inherent part of the process of forming a more just and democratic multipolar world order with the central role assigned to the UN. It helps reaffirm such universal values in the international arena as multilateralism, equality, and the supremacy of international law. What brings us together is the rejection of trade protectionism, as well as illicit introduction of politically motivated unilateral sanctions, and especially the rejection of force in international affairs. We work together on a broad agenda at the UN platform, within the G20, BRICS, and SCO formats. We advocate ASEAN-centric mechanisms for cooperation in the Asia-Pacific. Dear friends, today I'm willing to talk about all the above-mentioned topics with you, and I do hope that our interested dialogue will help tap the truly strategic, great potential that the RIG format possesses. Thank you for your attention.
Thank you, Minister Lavrov. With your remarks, we conclude the segment which is open to the media. So I think with this we can start the
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.